Hi everyone. So this is the part 4 in CELC training tutorial. So in this part 4 video, I am going to explain about the features which are all involved in client settings in CELC. So if you open the client settings in the client homepage, you will get this client settings page which will have 6 options. First one is operator icon, so we can add operator using this icon. Enrollment report, then operator sync, client sync, deregister, then language settings. So we will see in brief for each and every icons of this page. So first one is operator. This function is used to add or delete the operators in the client. The user needs to select operator in the list and tap on remove button to remove the operator. The tick mark shows the operator is added in the client, while the X mark shows the operator has been removed from the client. To add a new operator, the user will tap on the add operator button. The add operator function opens that enables the user to add the operator. So using this option, we can add the operators and we can remove the operators also using this view operators option which is available in the client settings. If you want to add the operator, you can just click the add operator button. Then you have to enter the operator name, operator Aadhaar number, then operator user ID, then operator's authentication. Same way you can add the operator which we have done for registration and operator addition time, which we have seen in the previous videos. Similar way we can use this function to add the operators. Same way we can remove the operator using this function. If you want to remove the operator, then you have to choose the operator serial number. Then you can just click the operator remove operator button. Then it will be removed from the CLC client. The same this operator cannot be login using his or her user credentials with the next login. Then second one is enrollment report. This section shows the list of enrollments I have done in this tablet. This has a subsection enrollment status, actually shows the name of the person enrolled and their EAD with the uploaded status. So we can able to see the EAD of this particular enrollments and child name, then acknowledgement mobile number which was given in the enrollment, then status, upload status. So whether the packet is uploaded or not, so we can see the status also using this enrollment reports option. So sample screenshot also I given for your reference. So then if you want to export this details in the Excel sheet, so you can export into .csv file, so which will be downloaded in the Aadhaar enrollment client folder in the installation path. So you can open from the installation path with the Excel format. So it can be exported only with .csv file. This file stores EID, child name, status of the packet and operator Aadhaar number. So we can able to see the EID's, child name, then status of the packet and operator Aadhaar using this export option file. Then uploaded one means successfully uploaded to server. So if you find the status, uploaded status in the Excel file as an 1, so I have given example also in the slide. So if you found uploaded status as 1, it means packet is uploaded successfully. If you found packet upload status as 0, then packet is not uploaded to the server. So we can see the 28 digit of EID, then child name, uploaded status, then operator Aadhaar number. So we can able to see these fields using the CSV file. The next one is operator sync. So after registration we have to add the operator, we have to sync the client. So after that is a one time activity when the registration has happened. Then after that we have to do the operator sync daily once or 10 days once as per UIDAI's policy. So as of now it is 10 days once, but we can sync the operator before starting the enrollment in every day activity. It should be a first activity of your enrollment process. So we have to sync the client and we have to do the operator sync also before starting the enrollment in every day. Then we can proceed the child enrollments. So operator sync is nothing but if you click that operator sync button, it will enable this operator center sync screen. So register code and EA code station ID will be auto uploaded from the registration data. So if you want to so center name and address will be address remaining days also will be populated as per the previous entry. If you want to change, you can change the address, you can change the name, you can change the pin code, whatever it is. Then we can click OK, then it will be changed and it will be synced successfully with the CADR. So before that, once you click that OK button in the operator center sync screen, after entering all the details properly, then it will trigger an OTP to the operator mobile number which was linked with the Aadhaar. Then you have to enter the OTP, then operator has to give the fingerprint, then we can click OK button. Then this operator sync process will be started with the CADR through internet. Once it gets success, then you will get a pop-up message like operator center synced successfully. Then this operator synchronization has done successfully. Then you can just go for next process. Then next is client sync. Client sync also mandatory for within 10 days. Better we can sync the client on daily basis whenever we are going to start the enrollment, that we can do the client sync also. So if you click that client sync option, you will get an client sync screen which was shown in this slide. So client information, sync information and enrollment status will be auto populated as per the client status. Then you can just click the sync client button to perform the client sync. So final one is deregister. This function enables the user to deregister the client, but to use this feature all the XML packets has to be uploaded, and this feature can be used to change the location ID of the client. This function is used in circumstances such as enrollment is complete or the tablet is to be formatted. So we should not deregister without any approval from the EA or register, because once we complete the deregistration, then we have to register the client and we have to do the registration and configuration everything from beginning. So if you want to do this exercise, just before that we have to ensure whether all the packets are uploaded, then whether we can go for deregistration option or not with the registers. Once they given the approval, then you can go for deregistrations. Until that you should not go for deregistration options. So this page has two sections: registration information. This section shows the registration information like register code, EA code and station ID. So we can see the register information using registration information tab. So next one is portal credentials. So if you want to deregister the client, you have to give the portal credentials, which means username of EA and user password of EA. Both you have to enter, then only you can able to deregister this client. So before deregistration, so without register and EA approval, we should not proceed this one. So please ensure this confirmation with the register and EA for proceeding deregister option in your CLC. So this exercise can be done for the purpose of operator transfer or operator moves to one location to another location. So if you want to change the state or if you want to change the districts, so in these cases we can go for deregister option. Then we can register the client with the some other district or some other state with the different credentials also for the same tab. So I have completed the process which are all involved in the client settings in this chapter 4. If you have any doubts, please do comment. If you like this video, please like and subscribe this channel for future updates. Thank you.